Hi guys, welcome back to BattaBox. My name is Diola and I'm one of the presenters here in BattaBox. So today I'm going to be talking about what is happening in Nigeria right now, and then just explain to some people who don't understand what is happening in Nigeria. So if you are from like another African continent and you don't know why Nigerians are protesting, please watch this video to the end, like and subscribe, and then yes, let's have a discussion in the comments on what you think and what your take is about everything that is going on. So in Nigeria right now, there's a protest going on and it's called the End Bad Governance. It's called the hunger protests. Like, that's the short form. So in the last few months, the Nigerian government removed the fuel subsidy, and that made like the petrol go from what it was to like 3 times the price. How did that affect Nigerians? Now, because we depend on petrol for almost everything, because we do not have 24 hours power supply, most businesses has had to close down. Like just the price of bread, the price of milk, the price of egg, like the basic things that people depend on to like eat food, it has increased. So before in Nigeria, you could get a plate of food for like 2,000. Right now, if you go outside to buy food somewhere, you should at least owe like 4,000. So the price of things just doubled. You cannot make like a basic nice meal in Nigeria right now with like 3,000 for one pot of food. And before, like if you were living like if a small family on low income, they could pull that together. But right now, that's not the reality. In the last 2 or 3 years, Nigerians have jackpot. So what that means is that Nigerians have had to leave Nigeria because of the hard economic situation that has been brewing over the last few years. So a lot of Nigerians, like educated young Nigerians that could afford to leave, they've invested in moving out of Nigeria. That has also affected like major parts of the economy, to the point that the Nigerian government made a declaration that if you are in nursing school right now, you can't leave the country until after you serve the Nigerian health system for 3 years. That's because a lot of nurses were being paid so little that when they found an opportunity to leave, they had to leave because their income was not matching the expenditure or the lifestyle or the what was the word? What's the right word to use? Their income was not matching the expenses, or the income was not matching the basic lifestyle or the basic life or the basic decent life that they could afford in Nigeria. So a lot of people packed their bags and moved. Now, this did not only affect like the healthcare industry. Like here in the UK, you'll find like bank managers and people who were like doing good jobs. They moved out of Nigeria because they were looking for like greener pastures, came to the UK here to do care job. I hope like this like gives you like an idea of how the economy has just literally gone from 0 to like minus 0. Because I will not say that the economy was good before, but I feel like things have just really gotten bad, to the point that people are like collecting loans, people are suffering, people have like reduced their, what did they call it? So instead of them to eat 3 square meals in a day, people have gone down to like eating just 1 meal a day. That's how bad it is. Like there are videos of people saying, oh, I had to collect a loan to pay my child's school fees, like I had to pay small, I had to do this, I had to do that. Like Nigeria is now like so hard, even though Nigeria is like a very good place. And if you give us the basic life that we want, Nigerians were like, one time we're like the happiest people in the world. Nigerians do not naturally want to protest. We don't want to do that. We want to be happy. We want to like enjoy our life. We want to go out. We want to, just give us a safe place where we don't have to deal with hunger. I don't think the Nigerians are asking for too much. We just want a place where we can afford the basic necessities of life. As in, life should not be this hard. Like nothing should be this hard, but like things have just gotten out of hand and become so hard in Nigeria. So since when the protesters or the organizers of the protesters, who we do not actually know yet, announced that there was going to be a nationwide protest for 10 days, the government has actually tried to ensure that this protest do not hold. So they increased the minimum wage, put it in full effect, made it 70,000, and 70,000, I must say, is like 70,000 in pounds is like less than 40 pounds a month. But if you think about it, I think it was 18,000 or 36,000 before. So let's say they doubled it. So let's say it was 36,000 before. So let's say they doubled it. But even then, how much do you think that, or how do you think that a family of 2 or a family of 4 will be able to survive with 70,000 in Nigeria? So they increased the fuel subsidy, they brought in new jobs, they said there were jobs available, they said they were going to do like a youth program, empowerment, just, you know, they tried to ensure that the protests do not hold. But you know what? Nigerians have had enough. So yesterday was the first day of the protests. You won't believe it. But only one governor. Now, Nigerians have 36 states, but only one governor came out to address the people, like the crowd in Rivers State. Only the Rivers State's governor came out to address its people. And you know, like, it just made me realize that these people don't even give, they don't care about what the youth are saying. Because if you care, you will come out, you will say the president has not come out to address its people. It's just really bad. And you know, even like in the most civilized countries, protests can go wrong. Like the most peacefully planned protest, the most peacefully planned rally can go wrong. I don't think that the government had like adequate plan for this protest not to work. I know they did like a whole campaign, made a lot of people come out to tell people like, oh, the Indians should sit down, this one should sit down, we are not affected, we are not this. But we are one country. If one party is affected, or if one part is affected, the other part is definitely affected. You cannot take one part of the country and say, oh, you don't come out, or oh, we the Yorubas are not going to come out, or we the Ijaw people are not going to come out, or Asari Doku were coming out to say, if anybody, you can't do that. You can't do it that way. You need to come out and address us as a people. Even when the protest started yesterday, nobody still came out apart from this one governor who still felt a need to come and address its people. So again, every protest is bound to go wrong, or bound to have like a certain amount of violence if it's not managed properly. Now, I'm not saying that Nigerians are right, like in the states where we've seen violence or the protesters are angry and everything. Of course, if you don't give a man, if you take the power from a man for him to be able to feed his family, and you give him an outlet, he will explode. And that is what is happening. The youths are angry, the parents are angry. There was one state where the oldest woman in the community was coming out, and I'm like, imagine that's my grandma coming out to protest. That's how bad things are. I feel like the government needs to come and address us more. I feel like, you know, they should have like more peaceful way in order for them to like ensure that these protests go on. It's 10 days. Day one has not been good. So I hope that the government has gone back to the drawing table to say, what can we do to ensure that these protests go right? Do you get what I mean? And then all those pro-protesters are saying Ashiwaji is doing well. This is not a time for you to blow your trumpets. This is not a time for you to pay people 5,000 to come out and do like, oh, pro-government, no protest and all that. Nigerians just want to be heard. We just want to be listened to. Like everybody who feels offended or betrayed, you need to come out and say, you know what? I know that things are not working the way they should work, but I'm going to do better. I feel like just come and say we'll do better, and Nigerians will hear you. And you know, I think that this is like something that is happening with like everywhere now. This is something that is happening in Africa. Like there's a widespread of people coming out to protest to say enough is enough. Africa is like a blessed continent. We have like natural resources, we have smart people, we have the most hardworking people. But our governments, like the whole African government, the whole African president, I feel like they were born from the same mother. They just want to chance us. They just want to treat us bad. They don't care about how we feel. And people are protesting. 2 days ago or 3 days ago, there was a protest in Ghana. 2 weeks ago, there was a protest for days in Kenya. And the government heard. But that was after lives and people had died. People have died yesterday already. We are hoping that this body count to stop. We are hoping that our president to come out and address us and at least calm things down. We are hoping that we are heard, and we're hoping that above all, changes will happen. The last time that there was a big protest like this in Nigeria, it didn't end well. So I'm hoping that this one will actually show that this president is for us and not against us, and he's working for us. And the only way he can do that is for the governors to start coming out and start addressing the people. It's for the people, for the policemen to work alongside and not against us. Because at the end of the day, even you, Oga policeman, I sure say hungry they catch you. You need to stop doing that rubbish and stop shooting people, because they are your people. If you come out and you say, you know what, we're working alongside with you, we're not shooting anybody, we just want you guys to protest and know that we are here for your safety, I'm sure that this thing, even if it wants to go wrong, because of course there are a few people who are like, their plan is not to protest, their plan is to scatter the protest, it will not go as bad as it has gone. So for you that don't know why Nigerians are protesting and you don't know what is happening in Nigeria, I hope that this video will explain to you exactly why and what is going on. How can you help us Nigerians? If you are not Nigerian and you're watching this video, all you need to do is share the hashtag End Bad Governance and Hunger Strike Protest Nigeria. Like, spread the word, share, like, subscribe, because this beautiful country is just, it's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. I don't want to talk about the president and all that. People, like, anything that you can't control, don't give power to. We can't control what the government will do, but we can control how the international bodies help and support us. So how can you support us? Share the hashtag. Bye guys. Do not forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. Leave a comment down below if you have anything to say.
Bata bata, bata bata, bata box.